Welcome to chemistry class students. Today we will study lesson 5, that is water. Water is very essential thing. Okay. Water, we use water for various purposes in a day. And we know that water covers about 70% of the earth's surface and is essential for the survival of all forms of life in our earth. So every organism or every animal or plants, everybody needs water for the survival. So here is the pie chart in the form of pie chart. It has been drawn. 97% of water consists in seas and oceans. Okay, and the remaining 3% of fresh water which we used to consume, and it is found in the polar regions in the form of ice, in the polar regions, in the mountains and in glaciers. And 1/3 of the fresh water is found in rivers, lakes, streams, etc., which can be directly used by plants and animals. Then sources of water. So what are the sources of water? Rainwater, water bodies. The surface water contains rainwater and water bodies, and in underground water we will study now. Okay, surface water first. Rainwater. Rainwater is the purest form of natural water since it is formed by the condensation of water vapor. Then water bodies. On the surface of the earth, water gets stored in the water bodies such as river, lakes, streams, reservoirs, seas and oceans. So these water in the seas and oceans contains large amount of dissolved salts and therefore cannot be taken directly for drinking or irrigation. Okay, then underground water. Rainwater and the water in the water body seeps into the ground to collect above the non-porous rocks of the underground as underground water or groundwater. So see in the diagram, this is the groundwater collects above this is the non-porous rocks where the further this water cannot seep into it. Okay, so the water is collected here. Okay, so so by digging wells or by using tube wells we can take out this water and it is very good for consumption. Then what are the universal solvent? Why it is known a universal solvent? Because most of the things they used to dissolve inside the water. Water is a remarkable solvent and dissolves many substances to form solutions. Therefore, it is called universal solvent. Most water sources contain the dissolved solids, though water is free from germs and suspended impurities. It contains dissolved solids. It contains dissolved solids. Okay, first is the solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of a solute in a solvent. And when a mixture is said to be homogeneous, if its constituents are uniformly mixed and it has same properties throughout, that is, it will not change the property. In a solution, the substance that dissolves in water is called the solute, and the substance in which the solute dissolves is called the solvent. Okay, so in a solution, the substance that dissolves is called solute, and the substance in which the solute dissolves is called the solvent. Okay, water is mostly used as a solvent. A substance that dissolves in water is said to be soluble in it. For example, take common salt, sugar, copper, sulfate crystals, etc. are all soluble inside the water. The solute breaks up into individual molecules and these molecules spread out among the molecules of the solvent. A substance that does not dissolve in water is said to be insoluble. If dissolved, it is called soluble. If it doesn't dissolve, it is called insoluble. For example, sand, charcoal and wood are insoluble in water. If you mix with water also, they will never mix. They will be remaining as it is. That's why it is known as insoluble. Then conditions affecting the formation of solution. So what are the conditions? First one is nature of the solute and the solvent. So the solubility of a solute in a solvent depends on the chemical nature of both. Okay, so it depends upon the solute and the solvent. Then stirring or shaking. Stirring or shaking causes the solute particles to dissolve faster in the solvent. So if you are mixing something in the solvent, okay, then what happens if you will stir it or shake it continuously, then it can dissolve much more faster. Then heating. Sugar dissolves slowly in cold water. When the water is heated, it is found it is found that sugar dissolve faster. So if you will heat it, then what will happen? The dissolving takes place more faster. The solubility of most substances in water increases with the increase in temperature. Okay, if the temperature increases, then this sugar can dissolve more faster. Sugar or salt, whatever you are taking, it will dissolve more faster because temperature plays an important role. Then size of the solute particles. The more finely divided a solute is, the faster in the rate in which it dissolves. Okay, for example, see, sugar powder dissolves faster in water than the crystals of sugar. So if the sugar crystals are bigger, it will take more time to dissolve. If it is crushed or it is in powder form, it can dissolve more easily. So now saturated and unsaturated solution. Okay, in a saturated solution, no more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. Okay, so what happened? No, when we are stirring or dissolving a solute, then what happened at one point of time, if you will add also, it will not mix with the solvent. Okay, it will not become a solution. So this is called a saturated. But in case of unsaturated solution, more the solute can be dissolved at a given more of the solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. Okay, it is a unsaturated solution. Like, see, if a small amount of soluble solid, say potassium nitrate, is shaken with water, it will soon dissolve to yield a solution. But if more potassium nitrate is added to small amounts at a time, a point finally reached when even the most vigorous shaking, the solute does not dissolve anymore. So if you will shake also or stir also, it will not dissolve again, provided the temperature is not raised. Temperature is constant. Okay, this solution in at this stage is said to be saturated with respect to the solution. So if we will go on dissolving the solute, then what will happen? A time will come, it becomes saturated, means no more solute will be added to the solution. It will not form a uniform solution.